If your fish are gasping at the top of the tank, do not start by tearing apart the filter. Do not deep clean it. Do not rinse the media under tap water. Do not panic clean the whole tank. First, get oxygen moving. Point the filter return toward the surface so the top of the water ripples, and add an air stone if you have one. If the tank has a lid and the room is warm, open the lid for better gas exchange. That buys you time. But here's the part beginners miss. Gasping does not always mean not enough air. Fish can gasp because oxygen is low, but they can also gasp because ammonia or nitrite is irritating their gills. They can gasp because the water is too warm. They can gasp because the tank was overfed, and they can gasp because the filter bacteria were damaged during cleaning. So, this video is not just add bubbles and hope. This is the rescue order I would use before guessing. Fish pull oxygen out of the water through their gills. When they crowd the surface pretty fast, hang under the filter return, or stay where the water's moving, they are telling you breathing is harder than it should be. Sometimes that really is low oxygen, still surface water, a clogged filter, warm water, too many fish, too much food, or a power outage can all drop oxygen fast. But oxygen is only one piece of the problem. The scary part is this: a fish can gasp even when oxygen is present if ammonia is irritating the gills. The fish may act like it cannot breathe if nitrate is present. The fish can struggle to use oxygen properly if the tank is too warm. Oxygen drops and stress rises at the same time. If extra food is breaking down, bacteria can also use up oxygen while waste rises. That is why a tank can look crystal clear and still have fish gasping at the top. Clear water is not the same thing as safe water. Here's where people accidentally make it worse. They see fish gasping and they panic. They deep clean the filter, they rinse the filter media under tap water, they stir the gravel hard, they feed the fish because they feel bad, and then they add medication because it feels like doing something. But if the tank is already short on oxygen or dealing with ammonia or nitrite, those moves can push it harder in the wrong direction. So the filter's not just a dirt trap, it's also where a lot of the beneficial bacteria live. Those bacteria help process fish waste. If you wipe them out during an emergency, now you may have two problems: stressed fish and a tank that cannot process waste. That is why the first move is not a deep clean. The first move is stabilization. Oxygen first, test second, and protect the filter the whole time. Here's the order I would check. Check 1. Surface movement. Look at the top of the water. If it looks like glass, fix that first. Aim the filter output upward and add an air stone. Make sure the filter is exactly pushing water. If you have a sponge filter, make sure the bubbles are strong and steady. You do not need violent splashing. You need steady surface ripple. Check number 2, temperature. Look at the thermometer, not just the heater setting. Warm water holds less oxygen than cooler water. So a tank that was fine last month can become stressful during a warm week, especially if it has a lid, weak surface movement, or too much waste. Do not shock the tank with ice. Increase aeration first, turn off extra heat sources if needed, and then let the temperature come down slowly and safely. Okay, check number 3, ammonia. If ammonia is above 0, treat it like an emergency. The fish may be gasping because their gills are being irritated, not because there are no bubbles. Do a controlled partial water change with the chlorinated water, and then close to the tank temperature, and then stop feeding for a short period. If you have conditioner that detoxifies ammonia, use it according to the label and protect your filter bacteria. Check 4, nitrite. Nitrate makes gasping confusing. The water may have oxygen in it, but the fish can still struggle because nitrate interferes with oxygen moving through the body. If nitrate is above 0, increase aeration, do controlled partial water changes, and keep testing. This is not the time to guess. This is the time to get numbers. Alright, check number 5. What changed in the last 48 hours? Did you clean the filter? Did you add new fish? Did the power go out? Did the room get hot? Did someone overfeed? Did a fish die and hide behind the decor? Did you change water without conditioner? Or did you move plants, stir the gravel, or add medication? Most gasping emergencies make more sense when you look at the last 2 days. The fish are showing you the symptom now, but the cause usually started before you noticed the gasping. Now, here's a simple rescue order. Step 1. Increase oxygen right now. Surface ripple, air stone, strong filter flow, open the lid if heat and low gas exchange may be part of it. And then this helps almost every version of the problem, so it is the safest first move. Step 2. Stop feeding temporarily. Food adds waste. In a breathing emergency, most fish are safer skipping food for a short period than sitting in water that is getting worse. That is not punishment. It is taking pressure off the tank while you figure out what is happening. Step 3. Test ammonia and nitrite. If you only test 2 things right now, test those. Nitrate matters, but ammonia and nitrite are the emergency numbers. Step 4. Do a controlled partial water change if ammonia or nitrite is present, and then use dechlorinator. Match the temperature as closely as you can. Do not blast the filter media under tap water, and then if the filter is clogged, switch the media gently and remove tank water. Step 5. Remove the hidden source. Look around for uneaten food, a dead fish, rotting plants, clogged intakes, blocked flow, or anything decaying, and then remove the problem without tearing the whole tank apart. Step 6. Keep oxygen high for the next 24 hours. Even after the fish look better, keep that surface moving while the tank catches up. And while you're doing all this, do not chase every number at once. Do not start adjusting pH, adding random chemicals, replacing all the filter media, and changing the whole tank in the same hour. When fish are already stressed, too many fixes can become another stressor. Do the stabilizing move first. Oxygen, water test, control water change if needed, protect the filter, remove obvious waste, and watch the fish. So what should the improvement look like? The fish should slowly stop crowding the surface, breathing should look less frantic, and they should start using more of the tank again. They may not look perfect right away, especially if ammonia or nitrite irritated their gills, but you should see the panic behavior. If they do not improve after oxygen, testing, and controlled water change, do not start throwing random medication at the tank. Write down the facts. Tank size, temperature, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, pH if you have it, the fish species, and what changed in the last 48 hours. Those details will tell the full story. Guessing usually makes the story messier. If your fish are gasping right now, comment with your tank size, temperature, ammonia, nitrite, nitrate, and what changed in the last 48 hours. That is where the answer usually starts. And if you want the rescue order written out, go to dbcaquatics.com and use the symptoms checker and rescue hub. If your tank keeps bouncing from one emergency to the next, the Aquarium Rescue Blueprint walks you right through the full rescue process, so you're not trying to random fix while the fish are already stressed. Hey, get that oxygen moving first, then test, then protect the filter. That order can save you from making the emergency worse. I'll see you on the next rescue video.